Welcome to Rave is Over. Please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. Do they see us? Do the people see us? Do they even care? We're trying to live our lives. Just like you. Discrimination from jobs. Just want to live. Do you really care that's another human being in front of you? Do you see us? Or do you even care about us? Like we care about you. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Wednesday. And with it being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we live in, knocking down doors, making your dreams come true, and practicing ignore. Now I want to talk to you about something in reference to Breakfast Club. Okay, starting from the left, Charlamagne the God, Malik Yoba, Carmen Carrera, Angela Yee, Nyla Simone, David John, and DJ Envy. Power 105. Now, this is from the Breakfast Club this morning, and they came to have a conversation in reference to a lot of things that's going on in the March on Washington. Now, I want to share this part just to get the idea who I'm speaking of, okay? Of course, someone sent me the link and stuff. I want to share this with you. I kind of want to shy away from it because I don't want to beat up on my sisters, and I definitely don't want to beat up on Malik Yoba as far as a lot that's going on the internet, and I try not to feed myself into something as far as negativity when it comes down to it, but unfortunately I have to put myself in the arena because, like I said before, I already talked about Malik Yoba. Now, in case you don't know, I'm going to put the link down at the bottom and stuff in reference to the Breakfast Club where you can see the whole video within itself. This is a very long video. I think it's like an hour and stuff. It's Malik Yoba, Carmen Carrera, excuse me, David John, and Nyla Simone. Nyla Simone. Okay, working here because I have a cold. So this is the thing. He went on there to try to basically get the march in reference to Washington and stuff. Malik said the National Trans Visibility Mark. Now, Malik Yoba tomorrow at 7:25 a.m. EST Breakfast Club, and more reasons why I'm supporting the Trans March on DC with these great people has at Mr. David Johns, at Carmen Carrera, at Niger Movement, and at NBJ Cornet the Move. Okay? That you know the march in Washington that's coming up and stuff, and trying to get people to come out, especially as far as a black man standing in front of the forefront, because a lot of times a lot of trans attractive men don't really have somebody to stand up in the forefront to say, this is what I like. And he basically put everything out there, and unfortunately, I'm not going to put the other girls on it. They try to demean the whole conversation and stuff, but basically he put himself out there to say, hey, I'll stay in the forefront, I'll try to help you guys. And he shared a lot of information in reference to what he went through in his life and his childhood and stuff, and also, you know, of the traumas and stuff, whether, you know, molestation he said allegedly went through, and he called out Eddie Murphy and stuff. Allegedly, Eddie Murphy, the actor, was caught with a transgender hooker in his car, allegedly. Like that, saying he won't come to the forefront. So allegedly, that's what he's basically trying to say. Eddie Murphy should just stand his truth. There was another girl up there. Her name was, make sure I get these names right because I did my research. Nyla Simone. Nyla Simone is there on the left with the pretty hair next to Malik Yoba. Simone. This is it. Nyla Simone was there and stuff, and Carmen Carrera. The only two spirit women up there. Nyla is very beautiful. Carmen is very beautiful. Carmen is there with the blonde hair. Very beautiful girl. Actually, all of them very beautiful to me because God don't make no junk. Because at the end of the day, David was up there. It was only David who was, he's supposed to be, well, I guess allegedly gay or speculated gay. I don't like it. I don't like giving anybody labels and stuff. So they just say, Raven, this is what I am. So basically, David identifies as a gay man, but he likes trans women, he likes straight women. So I can't say that. I call him more like a pansexual. Just my personal opinion. Malik Yoba is a straight man because basically he likes women, not gay men that look like him. He's not attracted to. He's attracted to women, which means that he would be attracted to a trans woman or a two-spirit woman. Okay. Carmen Carrera basically started her thing on RuPaul Drag Race, and then she basically conformed since she's transgender, trans woman, that's of that. Nyla, I never seen her before, very beautiful girl and stuff like that, and basically giving her story as far as her perspective, you know, and try to give clarity on what's going on within the trans community, and Malik was there basically to try to get rectification of what he was trying to do as far as a positive message that's a march on Washington to try to stop on Maurice Willoughby. And
Maurice, aka We See Me Daddy Willoughby, passed on, rest in peace.
To his death. 20-year-old guy who allegedly did, I don't know, I can't say killed himself, but he OD'd on medicine and stuff, and drugs and stuff, he ended up dying and stuff. Now, there's speculation there, they say he killed himself, but the thing about it is, when you deal with, it's so much I can say about this video. I'm gonna leave off Maurice right now. I'm gonna stay in the breakfast club. Okay. The reason why Maurice was up there to basically try to set the record straight on black, try to get community as far as the black community, as well as other, but basically focus on black community and stuff, to try to realize that these people are real people. That means that look through them, talk to them, look through them through loving eyes, not judgment, not comparing your life to them. Listen to their story, not make it about you. Get to learn them. It's a learning lesson if you're willing to learn. Now, unfortunately, we live in a world where people like to pick and choose and make fun of and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, a lot of bullies behind fake profiles, stuff like that. But when the story changes, when it happens to them, all of a sudden, when anybody care about them. Now, this is my thing. The trans women was up there, very beautiful stuff, but the only problem I have with them is that they wasn't much more vocal when it comes down to that. And I don't want to beat up on them and stuff like that, but I feel as though, my personal opinion, Malik should have reached out to the girls as the bloggers, the ones out there that's basically doing the work. Now, I don't know what their work as far as being, their storyline, but when it came down to the only problem I had was with the trans murders, when it was why they getting murdered. I felt that they could elaborate a lot more about that, how they were being murdered. The simple fact of the matter is that the men knew what they was, the men knew who they was, and they killed them, in my opinion, to keep the secret a secret. Now, a lot of times girls do sex work and stuff like that, and they were murdered because a lot of times they got into the car and they knew the guy already knew what was up, and he killed her anyway, because at the end of the day, that's what he wanted to do. But when the storyline goes out, which I repeatedly speak this over and over and over, that we tricked them. Men are not stupid. Men are not stupid. I understand you may think that he's so stupid. Men are not stupid. Stop believing him as dumb that he don't know what he's doing. And I get so tired of keep saying the same old thing when it comes down to it and stuff. When we try to say, well, she must have did this. We're blaming the person for her own death. And then my personal opinion is, at that point, that's when the education and the teaching should have begun right there. But they was like, well, no one had the right to kill. Yes, we understood that part, but you need to speak for your sisters who's been murdered. This is your big platform that you're standing on, that you could sit up there and be the voice for them. In my personal opinion, y'all kind of missed the mark, because I feel as though you should have got the girls that's blogging, the girls that's doing the work, not the girls that sit up here doing, not disrespectful whatever they do, the case may be, but need the girl to have their feet up in it, like really deep in it. Not the kind that's basically looking back and saying, well, she does this as far as that, she does that. No, you need the ones that stand in the forefront. Like Diamond Styles. And
here is Diamond Styles. You can basically put her name in and go straight to her page and get more information. I don't even know too many
other ones. I guess I could say me as well, but the thing about it is, you need the girls that they can educate somebody. You can't educate somebody on something if when they're throwed out questions like that, which is very important, of a trans woman being murdered. You are the voice for her to speak up, to speak your truth on that girl that has been silenced. A lot of us are being murdered, stuff like that. And the thing about it is that you have to say this, well, this is what happens. They hit us up, they know us up, they told us everything, they have no problem with us, they love to be with us, they don't give a damn what nobody has to say, and then we get our guard down, they come to the house and they kill us. And the thing about it is, if you're not doing the work, you really don't know how to express this type of thing when it's happening, because you don't know. And I understand Carmen said this about entertainment, and I understand it because she's like a celebrity status type of thing. My personal opinion, they shouldn't have been there. If you want to think about celebrity, we don't need to think about celebrity. We don't need to think about entertainment. We need to think about human beings that's been murdered. We need to think about Belly Reeves that was
Belly Reeves was only 17 years old when she was shot and killed on the street.
We need to think about a whole lot of other girls. We need to think about B Love.
B Love Slater was only 23 years old when her car was set on fire with her in it.
That was set on fire inside of her car, that somebody took her to a location and killed her. We need to talk about the fact that so many, I'm not going to go through all of them, but so many of them has been killed. We need to talk about Ty Underwood.
Ty Underwood was in a relationship with Carlton Chanton, and basically he killed her, and then he thought that once he killed her he could get away with it till they found out the text message that he did it, and he thought once he got out, he's like, I thought he was going back on the streets. He thought it was okay to kill a trans woman, and found out that he actually did it.
How the football player basically was having sex with her and stuff like that, and basically he set her up and killed her inside of a car, and they say he didn't know what she was until they checked the text messages and found out that he was actually the bottom inside the relationship, allegedly, and through the text messages and stuff like that, so he knew. That's why he's in jail. Let's set that conversation like that. It did not go that way with me, and I felt it kind of felt displeasing to me, and I felt kind of bad because I feel like, yo, sisters, y'all are filming your sisters behind the scenes. But I'm not going to blame them. I'm going to say this. It is a step. It is a step. But I think y'all missed the mark when y'all brought the wrong girls up there. In my personal opinion, you should have brought Diamond Styles. You should have brought the girls that's going through it. Diamond Styles. You should have brought T.S. Madison.
They should have contacted T.S. Madison. I'm sure she would have had a whole lot more to give them a better understanding as well.
You should have brought me. You should have brought the girls who's living. Isn't there Hope? You should have brought her. You should have brought the girl who sings.
Her name is Sheer Diamond, and trust me, she has a story to tell, a real life one.
You should have brought Jasmine Fox Giselle.
Recording artist Fox Giselle. Now this woman will tell you the truth whether you like it or not.
You should have brought them girls up. You should have brought so many other girls up there that can share the story. Ashley, you should have brought her up there. There's so many girls y'all could have went and shared the story. You need the girls that's walking through it. You need the girls that sit up there on different platforms, and I do not bring any respect to them girls, but the thing about it is you need the girls that can educate people when you take them into these platforms, that can tell the story of these girls that's killed. You don't need the girls to sit there with a question mark on their head when they ask the question. Just my personal opinion. And Malik gave his story, David gave his story about his life stuff, and the girls were very silent, and it was kind of sad, but I understand everybody's story is not my story, so I don't want to make it about me, and I really didn't want to do this because I didn't want to do a bashing thing, but I definitely comment below to say if it is an educational learning lesson, if you're willing to listen without judgment. And I really feel like they missed the mark, and no disrespect to them and stuff like that, because I love you for standing in the forefront, but my thing is this, my personal opinion, the next time y'all want to go to the forefront, to go to the battle, bring the girls that are doing the work, that's out there doing these stories, that's blogging. Get the girls that's actually doing the work, that's doing these blogging, that get these titles, putting all these productions together to let the girls know what's actually happening, because the soldiers behind the scenes are the one doing the work. I understand some of y'all are on platform, but the ones behind the scenes, the soldiers on these bloggers are the ones that's really doing the work. It's just like a celebrity that becomes a singer. You can sing, but the soldiers around you, they call fans, are doing the work, so you can stay to that status to get the music out the way you want, or even the ones like me who sit back and get the message out the way you can receive it now. Because a lot of us at the bottom is doing a lot of the work, we don't get acknowledged, and my personal opinion is, in order to give education, you should have went down into the roots, my personal opinion. But other than that, I am thankful for the Breakfast Club for actually putting that information out there. And I'm thankful for them actually putting it on the platform. And the girls can only do what they do, and I thank you and I love you for what you've done. It is what it is. I'm not going to make it more than that. But Malik Yoba, I still stand with you and stuff like that. I love you for what you're trying to do. I appreciate the fact that you stand in the forefront. There are so many men like him that's in the background that still refuse to stand with him. They call a Kaepernick Malik.
And when I say calling Kaepernick, I mean standing up for a cause that's a good cause. Instead of making him stand alone, they should be standing with him.
my personal opinion, instead of y'all standing up at this time because y'all was afraid y'all still about doing the right thing. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. At the top, there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Comment below how you feel about this. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Carrera.
Alright, now come on, River, let's go on Instagram. Woo! Like I said before, subscribe to my channel. At the top, there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. How do you feel about this video? Comment below, let me know how you feel about this. You finally get a man that's finally standing in the forefront. Will they stand behind him? Will they let him ride it out by himself? Let's not keep repeating time. And thank you for watching Carrera. Love you. Love you.